To paraphrase the Foo Fighters, this is a haul. This is comics I have got, not many. They are from, whatchamacallit, Mega City 5 in Blackhall Mill. And I have got a story to tell about a bloke who was there when I got these. He was a young fella, younger than me, I'd say. I am 33. He was probably 27. He had a bum fluff moustache, cropped sides, but a mullet. That look is coming back for some reason. Actually, I drew this picture of him. This is what he looked like. He was asking for... Right, he used the word, and I think the word is essential to this being funny. The sheer bluntness of his statement and use of the word... It's necessary for this to even be amusing. But I am not saying the word because I have standards and common sense. I will tell this story though, and you have to do the legwork yourself to substitute in the actual word he said, and then imagine the whole scene again, but with him actually saying the words. He was asking the guy who works there for an issue of Hellblazer. He wanted a very special issue of Hellblazer. He said it was a major key issue. He's been looking for it for a while. He was saying, yeah, it's a big key issue. It's the issue where John Constantine says N-word. Didn't have it. Didn't have that issue. He bought some New 52 Batgirls instead. After that though, he asked, and this is even funnier, I should have led with this. He asked, do you have any issues of What If where Black Widow eats people? These are the comics I got. No N-words and no cannibalism. Well, actually, there might be in one of them. I was considering having this first one as a special mystery comic that I got, and that I would reveal it in the next covers video, but without this, it's a bit of a shite haul. This is the best comic I got. Tales to Suspend 82. Captain America, Jack Quimby, one of my favourite Captain America, or just flat out one of my favourite covers ever. The condition of this is pretty... The condition is great, but the colours aren't. Even if someone does maintain and look after their comics as well as whoever owned this did, you're still faced with colours fading and ink getting worse. This is also now officially, I believe, the oldest comic I own. I don't want to change that. Even if I do have one or two comics older than this, don't count them. This is the one. I want this brilliant comic book cover to be the oldest comic I own a copy of. This is Daredevil 165, Slurms Mackenzie, and some guy called Hank Miller. Never heard of him. I think this is Slurms Mackenzie's final or penultimate issue. Daredevil fights Dan Slott. Memorable. I remember it anyway. And after that, straight away, we are on to shit the bloke who worked there gave me for free. Random issue of Excalibur I didn't have. And I didn't have it because comedy. Theodore Rex. Not into that. Gap I had to fill, and I filled it for free. Actually, a lot of these were free or close to it. Because I am a glutton for punishment, here is 5, no 4 issues of Satan's Son, the 90 series. These are the ones I suspected might have cannibalism in them. I ate this series, but I did have issue 9, and that one wasn't bad. It was by a different writer, and these are the other 4 issues by him. They might be okay. Might even be the case that they are all terrible, and they are just better than the other shit. Another free one, some recent thing. Affinity Countdown, Alan Watson. I have gotten a lot of Alan Watson comics from Mega City 5. So this was like, oh, here's a one you might want. I didn't really want it, but it's a bit shit again. Nah, I don't want the thing you were offering for free. Nice art, at least. Fucking hate the writer, though. He's the same bellend who has done that to Emma Frosty's. Chances are, I cannot give this comic a fair shot. Vague Age of Spider-Man. I'm close to completing my Vague Age of Spider-Man collection. The Vague Age of Spider-Man is what I call the period between the Clone Saga and the reboot. 1997 and 1998. We have Sensationalist Spider-Man 25, a double-sized blockbuster. This is part 1 of one of the crossovers that I've had to track down. I was just getting Spectator Spider-Man, but there were 2 crossovers that have resulted in me getting stuff in the other 3 Spider-Man books. And then Sensationalist Spider-Man 26. This is a prelude to the next crossover. Then we have Spider-Man, or as the covers say, Peter Parker Spider-Man. This series is just adjectiveless Spider-Man though. -1 issue. He gave me this for free as well. He couldn't find it on the app he uses. Even when I told them it would be listed under Spider-Man Volume 1 from 1990. Then I have Spider-Man 88. He did find this one. Very nice cover, actually. That's our Spider-Mans. And now we have more Alan Watson. Issue 13 and issue 14. The 2 issues by Jim Starman, which do not feature Phineas or gonorrhea or any of the stuff he is known for. These are a 2-parter featuring a bad guy called Starthief, who obviously pales in comparison to Phineas or gonorrhea, but he does appear one more time in New Defenders, in a shit New Defenders story by Peter Gilbert. No connection to the Starthief in New Warriors 5 and 6. Now, all I really need to complete this run is Strange Adventures 180, the first appearance of gonorrhea, and then Marvel 2 for 1, Annual 2. Maybe Marvel Team Up 55 if I am feeling it necessary. I don't know. I don't feel it necessary. Oh god, he gave us this for free as well. Last issue, final issue of Affinity Guard, issue 42. They love to charge like 10 quid on eBay for this because it is the final issue. A lot of 90 series have that. People like to charge obscene prices for the tail end of titles from the 90s because the comics weren't selling much anymore, hence why most of them were cancelled. So the result is there are less copies of the final issues in circulation. Getting this low means I now feel the need to get the other issues from the end of this series. I have up to issue 35. Now I need to get 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 and 41. They're not very good either. The last 3 are alright, the others not so much. That was my haul. From Captain America to Satan's Son to Spider-Man to Alan Watson and 1 issue of Excalibur with dinosaur people things. What comics do you reckon I should get next? I know one of you is desperate for me to get Soul Searchers and Company. Maybe if there is enough demand, I'll get all of Soul Searchers and Company. Maybe if you all ask for a review of Soul Searchers and Company, maybe I'll be forced to get not just an issue, but the entire fucking catalogue of Soul Searchers and Company. I'll give my all Soul Searching 7 thumbs up and Company.